Coming up momentarily, we have the next match in the tournament Big Money between Dan Brooks and E.Honda, who are 2nd seed and 15th seed respectively. The winner advances to round 2. The loser advances to the loser's bracket to play Heron. Oh, let's look at the betting. So odds are currently 1.3 to 1 for Dan based on the betting so far, which makes sense. He is the favorite to win based on seeding. I think I'll bet on Dan this time. I'll take 1.3 to 1 odds. That's a close call at least. I have been wrong every single time so far, but I've also bet on the underdog. I think most of the time I've gone against the betting odds every time thus far. So either this stands to work because I'm betting on the person who's favored, or I'm going to jinx Dan and E.Honda's going to win after all. I should bet big. I'm not doing so hot in the standings, so I'll take a risk. I'll put 25 down on Dan. Alright, now we're just waiting for them to start. Looks like E.Honda's logged in. And don't see Dan around yet. This match is going to get commentated by SamE, and I agreed to record because Sam was not planning on recording. If this ends up taking a minute before the game starts, I'll put a link in the description as to at what point in the video the first game starts, so you can just skip straight to the first game and avoid all the waiting.
You want to make sure you can hear me? How is the volume for everyone? Okay, a little bit quiet. Trying to move my mic a little bit more forward, I guess. I don't know. I don't think Lord Rat buys advance ever. Could be wrong. Does he actually buy any event? At least that would be simpler to program. As much as he should be buying things like Salty Earth if he's ahead. Ah, yes, the counterfeit cage match. His weakness. Also, like, Chapel? Oh, transmute. Everyone's making fun of Dan for that transmute misplay in Q Cup. Does Dan know we're waiting? Has anyone tagged him? Okay, so it's just a matter of seconds, hopefully. Oh, he's talking to. Ah, okay, we've lost some folks. He's over in game chat 5. Jay Nails, I don't think this is me. I think you are actually just muted. I assume it's intentional, but just in case. Oh yeah, who's gonna lose? Okay, we're waiting on Truffles now. Ooh, Wandering Winder is showing up as a player. That's exciting. There's Dan. New headset. That's exciting. My headset is still in Boston. I'm using some headphones with like a little mic on them. I've been reasonably satisfied with these headphones. I guess the one issue is that the cord is like one of these flat cords, and that just makes me like always tempted to fiddle with it. You know, folding it upon itself, rolling it up. You can't do that with round cords. Yes. Dan does not know who can't listen to him. But I guess people are listening to him. Or at least seeing if they can. Okay, Truffles can. So, well, that was edited, maybe. Okay, we got Way of the Sheep. Wait, how does Bridge Troll interact with Way of the Sheep? You still get the while this is in play. So if you're not going to use the buy, that's a fun little way to use Way of the Sheep on Bridge Troll. Oh, it doesn't stay in play? Oh, okay. So it's just for this turn. Wayfarer Fury. Well, there's Plaza. Okay, what are the Druid boons? Earth. Earth isn't bad. The others not so exciting, but yeah. Okay. I mean, I think it's just a Plaza Wayfarer Bridge Troll thing. Yeah, the plazas are gonna matter for sure. Bridge Troll is a little bit less village requiring, but yeah, there's no copper trashing except for tracker runes, I guess. It's a little more likely, I guess. You're not going to get the 3 boons that are taken there, but okay, that's not happening. Yeah, on 2/5, Druid. Yeah, it's okay. You can gain you pauses. I don't know. I think you probably still want just to go silver peppers or something. But Labyrinth is nice. Yeah, how much are you gonna be able to, like, if you had a silver though, you probably could still afford 4 for a plaza. Yeah, I guess the sheep is reasonable. Yeah, I guess. I think I'm convinced on the Druid. I don't know about buying Plaza. Yeah, probably. That's true. Plaza and sheep. Okay, there's a lot of. Yeah, just don't open silvers. Just go plazas. Um. Dan is doing the classic play one treasure. So sheeping tracker is like receiving a 1 coin boon, like a little bit weaker than field and forest. Janius, were you gonna talk, or are you just gonna like record me talking? Fine either way, but yeah, no, either way. I'm happy to continue talking. Yeah. So I see there's a lot of. I don't know. I don't think tracker and druid are gonna be that different for Dan on the 3/4. I do like opening with plaza now that you guys mentioned the whole. Yeah, no, I agree on the terminal space thing, but I'm just. I mean, if it helps you get the plaza split, then hey, you can get the plaza split. So it does seem unlikely. I agree, stuff. So yeah. Okay, Druid Troll for Honda. Yeah, I can see him not saying much. Damn, take it so long. All of these are in the first, so their average rank is 8.5. All of these are the first round games. Well, okay, I guess we have a second round game happen already, which is the 3rd seed versus the 6th seed. So, yeah, their ranks are. Totally fine to ask questions. Are you listening, chat? I'm not sure if you're listening. Doesn't look like you're listening unless you're the same person as Panda Bear guy. Doesn't sound like it. Okay, so Honda gets a silver, and he collides his troll and his druid. That is rough. So Dan looks like he's just gonna pick up I mean, he could just sheep this druid and pick up the plaza, or he could do the first skip to pick up a plaza. Yeah, I mean, if you wanted to go fancy labyrinth points, you could go like copper wayfarer too. Maybe. Don't really like the copper, but I mean, it's the wayfarer. Wayfarers are nice. He is gonna go for the copper wayfarer thing. Yeah, I mean, with Honda's hands, it's been sad. I'm just sad as Honda. I might do the same thing actually. Just play the druid, get the plaza, copper wayfarer. But yeah, I mean, it's just sad that you don't get to play your troll. But I guess you can pretend it missed if it isn't top decked in your discard. But I think, if Dan wants copper plus wayfarer, I think you do as well. I, of course, do worry about getting too many non-trashable coppers, but I think the logic there is sound. Although, as Honda, you are. Well, you can play either of them as sheep. The troll wouldn't stay out, nothing stays out. I think you're just going plaza. Ooh, Dan goes for the bridge troll, okay. Yeah. Okay, so Honda hopes he top decks. Oh no, he didn't do the Wayfarer thing, did he? He did not do the Wayfarer thing. Okay, so this is his bridge troll and druid both bottom deck. Okay. Dan is going hard on the bridge troll. I thought the plaza is the important. I would get maybe a second bridge troll, maybe. You won't draw. Yeah, I see the bridge troll, you know, you have one in deck. Okay, so Dan just cheaps this bridge troll. I'm not sure. The point of that just to make it not stay out. Yeah, I'm not really sure why he's doing that. Because it's not like he needs to buy a 4. And if he buys a bridge troll, they're both sitting out. I mean, yeah, clearly the only reason to do that is to buy bridge troll. Or some fancy silver plus wave. But I don't think that's what he's doing. So I guess he's committed. But now both bridge trolls are out of deck, right? It's not in play for him. Yeah. I feel like they're not emphasizing plazas enough. Yeah, it's weird, Titan Drake, because now you have 2 bridge trolls in your deck versus having 1 in play and none in deck. Yeah, I mean, he has draw here, but there's still quite a bit of deck to get through. As Honda, what are the other boons if we're not doing Earth? Moon is useless. Well, I don't want to draw something dead, so yeah. Just okay, so he's gonna take the silver Wayfarer. Again, I feel like the balls of split is more important. You do need a Wayfarer for do you gain a silver? Ooh, he draws both bridge trolls. Well, no top decking, so. It's nice, but what does he end up doing? By the deposit, does he do the copper Wayfarer thing? No, not that. Yeah, the druid is good. I feel like this is about the time you rush plazas. But that would only mean 2 plazas here for Dan. He's got lots of +5. Three plazas. Oh, with a sheep. Yeah, with a sheep. That's true. Yeah, you trigger this as E.Honda. He just grabbed a plaza. At least has another one. Along with the Wayfarer. I don't think there's a question about triggering it. Yeah, so for Dan, taking 3 plazas does seem very, very nice. Use up your coffers. I could see also going double Plaza Wayfair. The way I want to spend it all. Yeah. Okay, so he goes for the third Plaza after pausing after 2. So looks like he was thinking about something similar. Definitely discarding. You shuffled. Oh, you're thinking about shaping the Plaza. That's reasonable. Yeah, truffles. I would love some trash. Trashing would make this so much nicer. He is shaping the Plaza. Take the last Plaza. Yep. And no luck with the Plaza. The last Plaza is positive. Okay, play your Wayfair. You could find another Plaza. And he does it. Perfect. Ooh, third bridge troll is not good played, but that's okay. Still a very nice turn. Yeah, there's not really many other things you want. It's tough to, I don't know, I guess you go bridge troll. Keep building, hopefully. He doesn't have another Wayfarer down there, so. Yeah, you do that kind of thing on this turn. Wondering, right, I think. Yeah, there's no spammable, like, throw waivers. It's kind of sad, yeah. I would say 2 Wayfarers seems reasonable. Yeah. Right. Okay, I'll let you guys figure that out. We've got Plaza, he doesn't have another Wayfarer. He's gonna play the Druid as Moon's Gift. Ooh, oh, Moon's Gift actually matters. Sweet. So are we top decking a Bridge Troll? Or Wayfarer? Wayfarer. Wants to get through his deck. Okay. And draw all those estates. Yeah. Yeah, so it is 6-4 in plazas. Dan has the split. Steph thinks that Wayfarer silvers, is that going into Fiatdom or is that going into? Okay, bridge troll. Okay, so not all of Dan's bridge trolls are in deck. I mean, it's true it's hard to come together, but I just don't see what the alternative here is. I mean, what are you going to buy 2 silvers or silver Wayfarer? Wafer. I mean, yeah, I think you want silver Wayfarer, but I think you want that whether or not you're trying to play the quote-unquote engine or the non-engine. I just don't know what the other possibility here is besides loading up on draw cards. And like, I do expect Dan to win. Let's take these labyrinth points. Oh, you mean just taking silvers from Wayfarer in general? Okay, so Dan doesn't take labyrinth points. Interesting. That felt like a mistake. I think think Honda will, well, he will, right? He's going to play. He's going to take us over there. I think you just keep playing these wayfarers. Unless you can't really like that top deck, right? It doesn't have a wayfarer. He played one of his pauses last turn before shuffling. And so he has one plaza down there. And probably a bridge troll or two. Oh, yeah, he could have sheeped it. I mean, this is fine. He does hit province, that's the thing. Like, you have to decide whether you want to go Fiat or whatever. Oh, better shuffle now. Okay, so Dan gets a lot of bridge trolls down. So, I don't think you're sheeping this. I think you're playing it, especially once you have this much cost reduction. It could have been one turn too early for sure. I mean, I just don't know that you want that many more stop cards. Or not stop cards, it's terminal. Okay, so is this just like, he does buy bridge troll, wayfarer, so he's lowering piles, but missed out on those points last turn. I mean, yeah, we can all see on the winning 17-7, but it will depend on the draws. All right, takes the silver. Plaza, not discarding. I guess the pouch might be useful. And you're probably using a few coppers here. And we got the classic burb. Okay, so this is just play the druid for. Is there a Maiden's Gift you want? There's not really a Maiden's Gift you want. Is there? Okay, I think you just want to buy. And he's got 8 in hand. Or you just play the Wayfarer and whatever. More sellers. Province now. I mean, Honda will have turns like this one though. Like that was a exceptionally good draw for Honda. There's a case for Fiatum there. There's definitely a case for Fiatum. I think the reason right now is that it's 2 stop cards rather than 1, and Fiatum's not worth all that much. As a reminder, Fiatum is a point for every 3 silvers, and I think the silvers are something like at best Honda has 8, so it's not even worth 2 yet. And by the end, there will be more silvers, but yeah, in terms of ending the game. So Dan does not find his draw, which is tough. Not all the silvers. Dan has at least 1, but maybe 2. I can check. Honda. Yeah, okay. He literally has all of the silvers. That's true. So, Dan happened to bottom deck his 2 Wayfarers. And so, does Honda just take a Fiatum here now? Or does he take a... I think he should just also think about taking a bridge troll or Wayfarer. Like, he could just lower the piles, that's the other thing. don't know which one is better. Lowering piles might be slightly risky because Dan could, you know, score a bunch of duchies or something if he manages to get a bunch of bridge trolls in play. As Dan, I think I actually used my druid for Moon's Gift before shuffling after playing one Plaza. Grabbing a bridge troll, of course. I mean, if Dan can empty duchies, that's enough points. Cool. Glad you can hear me. Okay, so he does go for the Wayfarer. Now Honda has a pretty decent turn. Turn that can, for instance, take 2 bridge trolls. Okay, now see, this is where I think you do play Druid for Moon. Top deck a bridge troll. You've got a lot of plazas in turn. It's got to be the bridge troll you want. No, I don't think this means that Honda doesn't realize Fiona. Maybe you're listening to him. He's not talking about it. But you are listening to him. I mean, it's possible, but I think the Wayfarer is also a decent play in that you want to force Dan to green now, or you will pile. Oh, he changed his mind about the Druid. Okay, maybe he's thinking he'll just do plus card on Druid. Well, right now they're the same as duchies, so it's close. But yeah, I mean, he just needs to play Wayfarer. Don't you do C? Yeah, you do C is good with all these pauses. Is this all his pauses? This is all his pauses. I mean, you can think about, oh yeah, you can think about sheeping one of those pauses, but this is, I mean, he's got 3 bridge trolls in the bottom there that don't, I mean, it could be sad, but he doesn't have that much of fun. Yeah, this is, he has 3 bridge trolls and 8 cards. Does he also have a Wayfarer down there? That is, yeah, that is rough. This is why I would have liked the Druid top deck card. Did he have another Wayfarer? If you had another Wayfarer, yeah, he has another Wayfarer. Yeah, he should have Druid top deck Wayfarer. Honda just scores to be safe, but I think I like a double bridge troll there, because Dan, you just saw Dan play all of his plazas. But anyway, I just think you get a bridge troll down, you can empty the Wayfarers. Anyway, Dan sees 4 bridge trolls. Wow. Yep. All right, so Dan wins the plaza split. Oh no, he didn't get him. He could have done that, couldn't he? Yeah. Okay, that's just tilt. Okay, so yeah, I think it's clear Honda is gonna win this. He's just gonna take provinces, yeah. I mean, it's internal tilt, but yeah, I like the copper Wayfarer too, but it's fine. Dan is piling up those coffers, but also drawing all his estates again with 4 of his plus. Man, that's, I mean, to be fair, he doesn't have silvers, but he... Yeah, this one didn't have any bridge trolls coming in. The next one only has 1 bridge troll coming in. Lots of tokens. I don't think 6 pauses was losing. I don't like the implication of that, but yeah. Okay, so I'm guessing Honda's just province here with its coffers. Yeah. I mean, yeah, Dan's gonna have to catch up on Dutch cheese somehow. For sure you don't play pure Wayfair money. He does have 4 coins. Fiat would be nice. Okay, 2 bridge trolls coming in next turn. And he still has... Did he draw a pause in it? No, he doesn't have, he does have a pause on top. Okay, so it's 6 provinces, 0. Anyway, I think we can safely say this game is over. Could have said that a while ago, but... Oh man, so many buys, man. Just buy those 6 duchies. I mean, yeah. You count it up and you're like, okay, 6 duchies gets me to 28 points, and Honda's still 50. Yeah. Anyways, Honda was first player there, so still on serve. Dan's start, and we have a page board with Enchantress as the draw. Sentry for trashing, that's pretty decent. 5-2 on Sentry page does sound pretty nice. Neither have it, so that's nice and fair. Enchantress on the open doesn't hurt page. I could see like page Baron. I could see page Exploration. Guaranteeing you hit 5. Page Explo does seem nice. Baron can obviously be set. And yeah, so what happens later? Well, I think you probably get 2 page lines going, and then maybe just 1. But then Sentry trashing, you hope for at least. Yeah, seeing that that 3-4 open where you just play 2 in page, sometimes you freak out a little and you're like, oh no, did he have 2-5? But tis the joy of auto buy. You can just click the card and it'll play the price you have. Yeah, Exploration definitely. It does seem pretty good. I'm Enchanted Travel still upgrade. Yes, but they upgrade. Don't know exactly if you're listening to me, but that does not appear you are. Well, anyway, it got forwarded along. Champion, yes, would be screwed because it's not a traveler. Fun fact, not a traveler. All the rest are action traveler and also attack for warrior. The final stage is not a traveler because he doesn't travel. He doesn't upgrade into only travelers upgrade, and he doesn't upgrade. Yeah, so he would be affected by Enchantress. Well, yes, you can't upgrade anything, even if it's a traveler. Anyways, Honda's taken a while. Yeah, only things that I really see here are the Baron and the Exploration. Yeah, Donald, you're forgetting a capitalized Caravan Guard, and is there another one? capitalize something. Okay, so Dan goes Enchantress, Honda goes Exploration. Capitalize Tormentor. Dan gets second Enchantress. Honda could just pass here, but he does have a guaranteed 5 next turn without. I might be inclined to take a second page line. I guess that does mean this page is enchanted. That doesn't mean anything. Yeah, you do have 5 guaranteed next turn, so you could take Enchantress. Yeah, I mean, the advantage of Baron is econ plus buy. I mean, that's exactly what it does. But I guess Baron is a little more susceptible to if it's enchanted, you know. So Collector, you might not, and also just one time not buying can sometimes be worth it, just to get those tokens. But yeah. Yeah, it's not as strong as a lot of other projects, but it's still often. I mean, projects are strong in general, so you almost always try to get them. Anyways, we've got. Okay, so Honda is again taking a while. I feel like that might be a bit of a theme, especially since this does have pretty high stakes. We've got some money on the line, hence the name Tournament Big Money. Yeah. Enchantress reasonable, nothing reasonable. I can see wanting the second page as second player. It's just that, you know, the second line. Well, you're gonna have the coin for sentry here. You're saving it for a second sentry, maybe. Yeah, I can see the both perspectives. You know, you could definitely see a you could definitely get a warrior trash. Dan has a really nice shuffle here. He's gonna get to cause a shuffle here with his warrior in it, and this could be his exploration. I would like that, because then his warrior could not draw an enchantress dead. Yeah, that's real nice. And now he's causing a shuffle, even if he doesn't get it. Okay, so Honda, I feel like a second sentry is too. Okay, so we see a warrior just discard a copper. He does not draw the enchantress. But now Dan could use a sentry. It's awkward for you. I still play the sentry. You've got another sentry down there. You want to get through the shuffle. Dan just top decks the hero like that. Although, yeah, he can even play the enchantress. You do this. It's fine. You get 1 silver. Now you buy enchantress. Yeah. Yep. And you throw the treasure hunter down because you don't want to have to gain more. So that's another nice thing about the, ooh, rough draw there, rough draw. I mean, certainly Dan is ahead. Baron, well, Baron's not guaranteed. You could very well try not be able to play the Baron. Okay, there goes Warrior trashing Enchantress. That's a worthwhile trash. Well, it does hurt. Yeah, it's just Baron there was an option there. It's not crazy, but it is a stock card. Okay, so Dan sees a sentry and gets some good trashing in. Both sentries do some trashing. I think you just crown this Enchantress. And he's got his champion down there. Yeah, just crown Enchantress by Enchantress. It's your draw. Okay, meanwhile, Honda's on the warrior, so. you're thinking about, do I try to flip his champion? But no, hero too, so you're definitely not good. Of course. To me, this is Enchantress plus some discussion about Crown. Yes, Crown on a lot of things works well. It's a nice little cheap cantrip, but of course you're going to need more markets to be able to actually buy those cheap cantrips. So that's why I'm thinking a market and an Enchantress. Lemon spec. I mean, we're just talking about the advantages of exploration. It's not a competition or anything. Discards a silver, trashes an estate. Oh, so he's just saving his champion for last because he can. Okay. I think Dan needs more markets as well. And he might as well get another Enchantress because that crowned Enchantress coming off. He did get a trash. But yeah, Dan is rolling here. Okay, we're clarifying the fact that coffers is very nice in that it guarantees a 5. This is common in an open on a Baker board also. Anyone can get a 5. Absent weird things like Puka, and well, then you can get a 5 each that might have to pay a curse. Pay with getting a curse. Yeah, so he gets on the market. Oh, he's going for another page line. Interesting. As E.Honda, I think I'm picking an Enchantress here. And then I'm crowning Sentry. Yeah. Sweet. Trash. Alright, get to the champion. Yeah, you can order them correctly. Market. Champion, double Enchantress, and I think pick up another Enchantress. Yeah. Okay. So, nice trashing for Dan. More trashing. 1 estate still, but that's okay. I need a hero. Yeah, hero's nice. Crowns are good. I feel like Dan wants another Enchantress, but it could be more merchant. I don't like the gold. Drawing, gets a trash copper there. He still has 2 estates. Here, I think you've got so much draw. That's nice. I think you need 4 buys, so I'm crowning the. I don't like Dan's gold. This is definitely a game again. I think Dan was ahead. Series of pretty nice turns there. Coppers, like you don't want coppers in this deck. I guess you can be counting exactly how much you want to have next turn. But I could see Baron actually. They have 1 estate. Crown hero next turn will be enough payload. Yeah, I don't see why you need more this turn. Yes, I totally agree. Wandering Wonder, killing this copper, turning warrior into hero. Crowning either Enchantress or silver, depending on what is more. No, you're not crowning. You're not crowning Enchantress. That would leave the crown out. Crowning silver. Yeah, you wanted to play those markets. Otherwise, you'd try to leave that sentry on top. Crowning silver. He does go for a Baron, another Enchantress. And Hero, yes. Draw. Yeah, so Honda actually has more draw than Dan does. Weird thing here. Dan, meanwhile, got... only has the one Enchantress on each turn. Yeah. Yeah, all of that makes a lot of sense. Obviously, Dan has this treasure hunter. So there's things he can do. He plays the sentries so he doesn't top deck silvers. But this is it a 2 silver treasure hunter? Enchantress is good because it's draw. That's the only reason it's good here. And it's obviously the attack doesn't matter anymore. But it draws you 2 cards next turn. It's, you know, the only draw card. Of course, you can turn Crown into draw, and there's also Warrior. So Warrior is the other draw. But yeah, they're not like Labs. They're like Dens of Sin right now that you don't gain to hand, so, but they're cheaper. So like, yeah, no, it's not like Caravan because it doesn't do you anything this turn. They're Dens of Sin. Yeah, they're Dens of Sin because they don't take an action. Well, 2 Dens of Sin equals 2 Caravans. So yeah, they're not Labs because they don't draw this turn; they draw next turn. But yeah. Okay, so Dan is just going to go for Merchant Stack, and hope his sentries can find those lost coppers, and maybe silvers too. Yeah. Merchant is a nice payload, but I think you really just 6 Enchantresses is a better draw deck, which I guess Honda only has 5 right now, but he'll get 6. One of them was Dan. Okay, no trashing for that sentry. I think you still just play the next sentry. Hope to trash from the next card. Nope. Okay, reorder those. So you play your markets. Crown Hero for 2 crowns. Oh no, we crown market. Okay. Well, so draw to that last Enchantress. Makes some sense. Enchantress is Denison in this board. Without the gain day hand. Yeah, it was a one shot exploration, both of them, but that's still worth it. As Honda, I think you still just take Enchantresses and maybe Merchants. 2 Enchantress, 2 Merchant. What is it? Piles aren't that low. At least there's not a 3rd pile after those 2. And they only have 4 buys each. I guess you could do more if you crowned a Baron. Huh. Yeah, maybe you could have crowned a Baron instead of a market. But then he doesn't draw it. I mean, I want at least 1. 2 is nice, and that's a nice band. I think we're saying similar things, Wandering Wonder. Are you listening to someone else? I think you're listening to me. Okay, cool. But they are starting on the Merchant. Listen to here. No sentry trashing for Dan. He draws these. But he does have his warrior, so he has a little more draw. He does crown Enchantress. but only has 2 buys. Yeah, Dan doesn't draw because he didn't invest in draw. I think he should. I think he should indeed, Province. But it's not the greatest. And another market? If Honda gets the right point in the shuffles, I don't know if it's possible, but he could potentially discard with Baron and then trash the estate. Okay, no trashing there. What would Honda win on? I don't see any possibility for that. Like, the markets, enchantresses, and merchants have 8. You need 8 buys. Not going to get crowns. Just as many buys as he crowns hero. Baron gaining estates. Again, that pile's at 8. Even if you're crowning it. So crown hero, take 2 crowns. Wait, how does he have the gains here? Crown hero, take 2 crowns. No, there's no way. Estates are at 8. Like, okay, so if you're getting 9 gains, are any of them estates? Is that a 2 pile you guys are going for? And again, like, you don't have any economy from those barons, and so you do have 6, 7 coins on markets and merchants. Plus, you have 10 coins. Yeah, just there's no way. But I think what you do is you crown hero, play market, play sentry, crown, enchantress. Crown the hero, yes. Getting 2 crowns. I guess you could go crown. Yeah. Crown, enchantress is nice because you get to only one of the crowns stays out. That's what I like about that. And you still get all 4 enchantress effects, and then a baron, and then you just score. That seems like the best line. Yeah, crown, enchantress, that way. Well, I don't know if Steph is listening to me, but yeah, he's not listening. He's listening to Dan. Okay. So yes, that's what I'm saying. Crown. Gold? Really? Gold? What in the world? Okay, so he does trash that estate. Crown, enchantress. Come on, man. What is that gold for? I mean, what are you doing with this 5 points that, 3 points wouldn't have done better? And it also, like, you have less draw. You just added 2 more stop cards to your deck. I just not so certain. You're not going to necessarily draw next turn. If you had another crown here instead of this gold, you could also crown the other enchantress. You wouldn't lose the crown, and you would draw 2 more cards next turn. And this turn, like, you're not going to have the same amount of ability to draw because you just added 2 more provinces, and you added a gold, and you only have, and you still have those 3 enchantresses sitting out instead of this turn when you only had 2 of them. I mean, he's winning. Yes, he's winning, but I don't want to make any risks. Okay, so sure, he gets market here. He trashed an estate, but he added 2 provinces. I mean, he was overdrawing, but you want to over hero and gaining crowns. Like, that's a good thing. Okay, so Dan gets a trash. Warrior is the other draw, Daniel. So wandering under, I'm saying that it actually matters to get a, because you want to get that crown that you gained on the hero. So a little more draw would still help. Okay, wandering runner's not listening to me. I'll just type it. Okay, good enough to win. I don't know. We're arguing about what's better. Okay, so Dan has managed to draw a deck and overdraw. Does not have a hero because he has that warrior. So if Dan double provinces, can Honda triple? Okay, around this time is when we need to start remembering annex, which allows you to pick up a free duchy on an extra buy. Yeah, Marcus, that's true. Okay, so Honda can draw here, we're saying. We're going to crown the market. We're going to play a sentry now, and if we discard an enchantress, then we can draw. For sure. Or if we just don't discard it. He's going to trash enchantress. Oh, wow. So he wants to be able to... Well, surely you discard the province, but... Oh, does trashing province get you to 24? I hadn't counted that out. That could be the case. What's his last card? Not a merchant. Don't think it's a market. Not a sentry. Not an enchantress. Not a province. Only coppers to the app. Oh, it's that gold. Lovely. Gold. Wouldn't we love to not have to have that card? I mean, so John, there's a chance that he could get that money anyway. Okay, so what does he have? So he has 7 coins in the merchants and markets, including the crown market. 8 coins in the market without other market. The Baron is giving him 4, 12, and that's 6 in the treasure. So we're saying that Crown Hero it costs him a guarantee of 3 points. You don't trash province if you're not going to try to win this turn. He's not buying 3, that's the problem. Yeah, the reason not to is if you can't win. So, okay, so let's add this up again. So 4 merchants, 4 market plays, it looks like. I mean, yeah, that seems best. Wandering Winter, you know, as much as we'd like to crown the hero draw, he didn't invest in draw that turn. So now he's even less draw. So let's see what he has. Oh, he has 24. Okay. Never mind then. Whatever. That was the max money line anyway. Okay, so despite the early shuffles, Dan did not get draw. Yeah, I think maybe Dan didn't notice that one Enchantress got trashed. And then just didn't pick up enough drop before it was too late. But there were definitely times where I felt like he could have gotten Enchantresses and didn't. Yeah, the trashing Enchantress play was good. I didn't think through how that might make a difference, but it worked out. Yes, get ahead. Draw, focus on draw. Especially on page boards where the Enchantresses are done. That cost 3 and don't give you the on gain. There's some standard card probability rules for tournament games. It is random with one modification, which is that both players' ban and dislike lists are respected. Meaning they can choose not to play with certain cards that they don't like and choose to play with a lower probability on certain cards they like a little bit less or a little bit more than the ones they really don't like. Okay, anyway. They're called ban and dislike lists, and the name is indicative. You either ban cards or you say, I don't like these cards, give them to me half as often. And they will come up roughly half as often. Like half, but the denominator changes very, very slightly, so not quite half as often. There's also like lists, but that is not the default. They can choose to play with it if they like. If you like. Yeah, kind of interesting to have a conversation here in the chat with like a large population and then be talking in the voice chat if you choose to listen. But it's a smaller population that can hear me talking, but everyone's in that chat, at least everyone who can see it. Yeah, so Janez answers that question well, which is that you can only ban so many cards. Otherwise, you could tailor these kingdoms to be exactly what you want. And you would only get like a certain kingdom every time if you had no limit there. If the limit was large, there's some in between situation there. You could just ban all the villages or something if you never want to play engine. The limit's small though. There's a lot more than 5 villages. This is going to be game 3. Hippie 6. Hippie 6 is how we're pronouncing that name now. But it does not appear you are listening to me. Maybe you're going to. We'll see. Okay, it is 2-0 Honda. Yes. Honda is in line for what could be the second upset if he continues like that. second upset of tournament. Okay, this one is interesting. The lighthouse counters the sea hag. The only trashing, quasi-trashing, is displace. So, and I do like the apothecary draw here. That's the, yeah. Royal Blacksmith is not going to be part of that strategy. But, yeah, so if you can mission and hit 5, that's a nice outcome. In the end, you just demand something you could have bought, but maybe you get to do some other displacing or whatever. So hags are weird. I don't know. I feel like with Apothecary, you could get a consistent enough lighthouse that the sea hag would be not worth it. Yeah, I'm definitely going Potion Light, just to be clear. I think that's the right strategy. Displace is not good at copper or displacing, but it is good at the estates, which is one of the limitations of Apothecary. So, yeah, I think I'm going Apothecaries, and I'm picking up obviously a festival at some point. +5 is big, and I might even go Rogue. Villain could be an interesting ban. Well, or if you, never mind. You're not going to be facing a non-lighthouse. Okay, Rogue is not. Yeah, I don't know what else. What just a bunch of festivals and some pawns. Yeah. Displace, yes. Okay, so displace, and Honda might even get lucky enough to hit 5 on the next turn. But I guess that's not that likely. It's a 2 in 7 chance. Better if you had the lighthouse turn 3, but you don't. Okay, so he does exactly hit 2 potion, which is of course what you want on apothecary boards. 4 potion, you'd still buy apothecary, but you'd be sad about it. 2 out of 7, yes, that he bottom decks in a state. Yes, displace is your first 5, festival's your second 5, and yeah, are you going harbingers or pawns? That's another question. I don't think I really like demand over the first 2. Actually, I think is like 2 displaces, and then I want to gold, and then I want to just displace gold and province back and forth. Maybe I'm not even discarding the gold from the map. That's the. Ooh, okay. So Honda does not hit 5. Dan does hit potion. Okay, so he went pawn instead of lighthouse. And ironically, if he had that draw with a lighthouse, he would have a 5 here. Yeah, I'm not seeing the Royal Blacksmith. You're using it for draw, but you're using apothecaries for draw. And I'm just really not seeing it. No one's buying Sea Hag because of Lighthouse. And Sea Hag is just, ooh, ew, no draw, ew. Anyway, you get this place. Titan Drake, I've seen apothecaries reveal like 3 curses in an estate, so it can get pushed. No one is ignoring Sea Hag here. Sea Hag just does absolutely nothing for you. Well, that is quite the contrast, isn't it? Quite the contrast. 4 extra cards drawn versus 0. Dan might be back in this match. Okay, I think this should be just a display stand. Don't overthink it. Yeah. Okay, so he just plays the potion for fun. Okay, so at least Honda sees his potion. But he's setting up another, he's got another apothecary here that is not looking so strong. Anyway, I think I'd rather spend 4 points on mission. Yeah, so Sea Hag is just a stop card that does absolutely nothing. It is displaceable, but we're not really thinking about that. So Dan actually gets a little bad luck. He draws the displace dead. I think I want a mission here as Honda. Yes, mission. I'm oppoing, I'm drawing that displace, I'm displacing an estate, and I'm demanding. What am I demanding? Maybe a lighthouse? Another pawn. Demand lighthouse. No pawn? Okay. I would think you'd want to just get your 2. Yeah. Wait, what's worse? The pawn? Oh, Harbinger is interesting in this part of the shuffle. Yeah, I like the... Oh, because he was missioned, so he could not. So, yeah. So mission does not allow you to buy cards. But you can buy events. Yeah, I see the Harbinger troubles. I am, I think, in agreement. I was originally saying lighthouse just because, you know, it lets him get his 2 lighthouses going. But pawns are nice. They're flexible. There's a lot of good there. Okay, we're starting with apothecary, right? All right. Of course, top deck's a pawn. Okay. Clear out the pawn. No, action buy. Action buy. It looks good. Yeah. Yeah. Guy in the pawn image does not look flexible. He is willing to be of service. Okay, so Honda's already missioning. Interesting. You have to set up a Sea Hag and then your opponent just... Honda is trying to clear out that. Okay, so he's trying to get to the displace, but unfortunately does not. Are you going to displace a copper? Ooh, displace potion already. So he thinks 3 apothecaries is okay? I think I want gold already because I want to be displacing. Yeah, I think I like a gold over a festival there. That was not a ideal Harbinger. Alright, well Dan only has 2 apothecaries. Despite that first one. And does not hit 5 here. Unfortunate. Yeah. Okay, so this luck is definitely turned on Dan. Yeah. So I guess you could buy just a province at some point, or an estate. Actually, you could buy a province here. Action coin, displace the estate, buy province. I actually like that. You get displaced into Seahag just kind of as a bluff. I actually do kind of like that. And Jakey, you have to draw things in all the particular order, and I'm not so keen on that. I think I just want a province here. The mission, yeah. You harbinge and then you... Okay, we're on. Yeah, I just don't know what you're doing now with your deck. If you're not gonna... Are you gonna displace harbingers? Like, harbingers are arguably getting in the way of your draw. But, I mean, okay, they're not in a good position right now. It's just hard. Yeah, you draw the apothecary. Oh man, I got to my real blacksmith. Now discard all those coppers that I just drew. Yeah, you need festival, of course. Displace into festival. Demanding. Oh yeah, I guess your harbingers work now when you demand. That's good. Okay. Yeah, it's just... I think you want a simple deck. You want a deck that doesn't have like 10 harbingers. You want a deck that has like apothecaries and displaces and one thing to displace and one festival. And I guess you get a pawn or two because you need to displace the estates into something. But no, you don't want a deck with a sea hag because it's useless unless you're just going to displace it to gold to get to province. But I think you want to just be ping-ponging between gold and province. These harbingers this turn are pretty nice. Okay, yes. In general, I'm not so certain because they get in the way of the oppo. And I think you want generally as much as possible that clean like oppo tons of coppers deck that displaces provinces, keeps itself clean. Like displace is really nice. You can let your oppo deck continue after. Yeah, clean out, take the oppos. Take a festival. 2 coppers. RB cannot. You can get it up to 2 cost. You can't get the same thing you already have. So I guess festival turns pawn into card coin. Meh, that's like a gold with plus buy. Okay. Or displacing. Discards displace. Pawn province, please, please province. So much displacing just for a white blacksmith. Okay. That's where you're going with this? Watch these turns not really do anything. Well, you paid off debt. Cool. I mean, kind of, Jakey. I'm not convinced. But okay, what even is Dan doing? Question. Okay, Dan is finally getting to displace one of those estates. Has he done one of them before? Yeah, second estate displaced. That's exciting. I assume he draws with a pawn here, right? Why wouldn't you? You know what would have been the interesting thing to do here? Displace estate to copper. Don't bother with the pawns. Maybe get one or two. But don't get so many like non-apothecariable cards. And then just keep getting a province and going back and forth between province and not province, like gold. I guess gold's the only thing you could go back and forth between. But yeah, the mission demand stuff is like interesting. No, my point is you have to displace the state into something. And so I'd rather turn it into something the apothecary could pick up than something. Like Janelle's a cantrip that blocks Oppo is as much draw as the top card that Oppo can draw. Yes, but I mean, I think you want a little bit of economy, and that's. I mean, a copper. It makes money, yes. Yes, what Wandering Winter is saying. Dan Brooks sadly barely misses demand. Yeah, but I mean, okay, look at this apothecary. Like, what kind of reliability is this? Festivals are stop cards. Now you're just gonna draw through the pawns or something? The top deck, yeah, see, like, I don't see this at all. This is way too much building for the draw you have here. Yeah, Wandering Order, I could see a second. Not all of them into potions, though. I mean, maybe all of them into potions get you started on that displace track, so you can go displace potion to gold. But potions is just something that doesn't get in the way and cost 4. Yeah, I could see that, Wandering Winter, yeah. Just, I don't like this, like, I mean, you ideally want to displace into gold rather than buy gold, but yeah, I want golds. I want gold to displace into province. Ooh, ditching coppers for pawns now. Okay, well, you know you have your Festival Royal Blacksmith here, so. But first Harbinger, be careful. Harbinger, you have so many non-coppers. Apothecary. Let's see, now your 2 coppers are down there. You only have very few coppers. Okay, you're finding your coppers. But the problem is all these festivals and displaces. There's just way too many festivals and displaces. They're all stop cards. Play more of these Harbingers. But yeah, Mistgun, you only get to play 1 before the shuffle. Oh, just like clear out the Harbinger. Yeah, you could. Only with two, but only when you get two. You need to have two harbingers to be able to keep top decking a harbinger. Yeah, exactly. So it's similar to like a rat's thingy. Ooh. No. So think about it. If you have one harbinger, then you have one harbinger in hand. You play the harbinger, like you don't have that harbinger in hand. Your deck. Yeah, I'm with you, Wandering Wonder. This was too complicated. Oppo, keep it simple with Oppo, and Displace is a great combination with Oppo. But hey, he can double demand. This is his mission turn, right? Double demand is decent. I mean, horses are also really nice. Oh, deck. Displace is great with Oppo because Oppo often has the struggle that once you start kicking cards, other cards like provinces, then it gets in the way. And Displace, like any of the Exilers, is really nice for getting those cards out of the way. In this case, it's also really nice for getting estates out of the way, in that they're not coppers. They're easier to get rid of. Yeah, turn copper into... So Honda seems like he's just going to use his current advantage and pile stuff. Okay, so here Honda could clear out the harbingers. Just to be clear, you play harbinger, you topic harbinger, you play harbinger, you topic harbinger, and so on, to clear out makeup. Get them all out of the shuffle. The score is 2-0 E.Honda, and looks likely to stay that way. Okay, so Dan does actually draw all of his coppers. Draws deck even. That is excellent. And now is when, so he started with a festival, to be clear. That is true. If they tie, officially it doesn't stay. Okay, he's choosing to displace the harbinger rather than Province mission, does he buy the Royal Blacksmith? He does, okay. So he's gonna try to pay off debt, and that's a sad hand. Okay. Oh boy, okay. Oh, damn fans. Okay, so let's see if Honda clears the harbingers. He top decked a festival, so it doesn't look like it. He's just gonna take Festival Royal Blacksmith, it looks like, yeah. I guess you have to choose between doing that or playing the Festival Royal Blacksmith. Only discards one copper, so that's a nice draw. If specs win, both players lose. Why not exile copper? Who had the option to exile copper? Yeah, so Miskin, he could have top decked Festival, but he wouldn't be able to get the Festival and the Royal Blacksmith. You could you? Harbinger. The last one top decks Festival, and then you top deck. Yeah, he could. Okay, that's true. True. Okay, so never mind. There was an option to cycle Harbingers. Yeah, it's a loop that you can terminate with 2 different cards. Okay, meanwhile, he has, this duchy that he would love to displace, I'm sure. Yeah, so Harbinger, just keep on playing Harbingers. Shuffles. Oh, you're not listening to me. Um, demanded, yes. Oh, Wandering Ender, yes. We are but noobs at this Harbinger business. Meanwhile, Honda is deciding whether to play pawn as card action or Harbinger. Guess. He has no apothecaries left. He has a second row blacksmith on top. So, and he also has a duchy at Harbinger. He drew the Harbinger note this way and a pawn. He has a duchy on top. Clock here, it's a joke. It's just the fact that you can like clear out all your Harbingers at the beginning of the shuffle if you're right at the top. But yeah, anyway. Okay, so you've got a royal blacksmith down there. Don't you want to leave it? You have a festival with it, right? I think you want to stop. Oh, you draw the festival. Oh, I don't like that. Okay, maybe you're just trying to find your. Oh, wait, is that last card of the royal? Oh, Dan is the one with 2 royal blacksmiths. Never mind. You don't have a royal blacksmith down there. Okay, never mind. Is he looking for like wins of some kind? No. Good question, Psychomatic. I have been very surprised about the lack of golds. That doesn't seem to be the direction that they're going. Oh, I don't think Psychomatic's listening. Not to me, at least. Oh, is Dan talking about Royal Blacksmith displays? Yeah, so I would not spectate too much with these Harbinger loop patterns. I think it's just not something people are doing. So is Honda displacing displace? He's gonna finally take a gold? Wait, he did take a gold with the duchy. Oh man. He's got 2 golds. Burning through those. It's real. But he still has a province, right? Is it on his? No, he doesn't have a province. Soon 4 displaces. Okay, and he takes the royal blacksmith. And festival pawn card action first, just in case you draw the royal blacksmith. All right. Just play your festival. Pay up that. Don't need to displace copper. Okay, so and just displaces the copper. Meanwhile, Honda has a pretty successful royal. Okay, so I do take back some of my comments about all this mess. If you're going for royal blacksmith, you don't want a simple deck. You want a deck that doesn't have too many coppers that you don't have to discard. If you're going for a not so simple deck, so he's Harbinger picking up the Harbingers now. It's tricky. I mean, Oppo Royal Blacksmith are kind of a combo, but kind of a combo. Yeah. But yes, usually it's Oppo is the early turn thing to do. Early game thing to do. Okay, so I don't know the priorities here in placing. I think you want to displace the gold, but getting rid of the province is also nice. Anyway, you pick up 2 displaces, and one of them is on, probably one of them on gold, one of them on province. He top decked a festival. Oh, so he's not going to bother double displacing here. He could have, though. Maybe he's counting up exactly what he wants to have. But I thought you were going to double displace. If you're double displacing, yes, you displace gold first. If you're single displacing, you could have a purpose to having extra 3 coins this turn. But, you know, province scoring is the ultimate goal. Okay, so does he just go like double pawn mission? Yeah, there's commentary in Discord, but you can't hear me, so maybe someone will have to indicate that. Hopefully people can hear. Yeah, you can listen to either of the players play and see exactly what their thought processes are. From my perspective, I think E.Honda is going to want a mission here, but he could just take another province. That gives him a nice lead. Dan isn't quad provincing anytime soon. Thank you, Wandering Wonder. I appreciate the rec. Yes, Titan Drake, they have a pretty slow play speed. But hey, you know, I don't blame Dan that much because E.Honda's ahead 2-0. And well, E.Honda does generally play slowly. Yeah. But anyway, this feels like a province, but yeah, I could see a mission. And then I would probably take 2 pawns. No, he's just missioning. Wow, okay. I'll start out Festival with Blacksmith. Only 1 copper missed. Okay. Well, you can displace both those provinces. That's pretty nice. All this staring at a copper. Okay. And he can demand Harbinger. No, Harbingers are gone. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I expected. Get a couple lighthouses in play, displace the provinces. Yeah, you take the golds back. Yeah, there's no ties in this match. Ties do not exist. They never have. So it's not replay the same board, but it is replay. Another game. Oh, I can see a duchy here. Like, rather than gold. I mean, that's another common thing. You just need to score more displacing province to duchy. But, and he does have 3 golds, so it's not like he's going to thirst for displaced targets, I don't think. But duchies are also, yeah, he takes the duchy. And now he demands pawn. Yeah. Ooh, Harbinger gets to find it. Man, this actually has been a pretty nice board for these Harbingers. Being able to find the cards they need. Cannot do anything with the Harbingers here, unfortunately. But hey, fine stuff. Good question, Jakey. A lot of us are wondering that. The leak, yeah. That's the hipsters board. Okay, we're displacing the province for gold. Displacing copper because we're bored. Or are we buying mission and gold? Thank you for not overrunning the chat with a very long link. The question mark naturally breaks the line. I appreciate that. Yeah, some people I guess are tuning in for that. Watch some marbles. I'd like to think there's a little more intelligence in demand. I have not been keeping track of Dan's deck. I gotta think he's got some harbingers, not just these two. I mean, one of them is an exile for him. But did E.Honda really get 7 harbingers? Possible. He doesn't have any oppos. He does have a royal blacksmith, but I think he only has the 3 fill. Yeah, I know there's one in exile. Yeah, okay, so I guess E.Honda could have 6 harbingers. I guess you can demand something. Maybe that makes a difference. Demand plus mission. Yeah, the gold makes sense. You want something to displace. And you're kind of sad about not having had that opportunity. But this next turn does not. Yeah, it's one of these. Okay. Pretty sure that last card is just a copy. Okay, so now you just demand. And Honda needs how much gains to win? Take the festival. He needs the ponds and the lighthouses. Okay, so Roy Blacksmith Queen shuffle. Okay, so is this the kind of thing where we harbinger the harbingers? No, he's just taking Roy Blacksmith. Wait, does he not have a festival? He has one more festival down there. Okay, so you can find it. Now the hoppers get discarded. Oppo. Well, okay. You're definitely displacing both these golds. You get a lighthouse, you get a festival. I think you can just play your Oppo after getting through these cards. There's still some coppers, right? So you should be able to at least 2 coppers down there in the bottom. No, don't do it now. Why are you doing it now? Oh, is he just gonna get to 8? Yeah, okay, he's gotta win. Okay, never mind. Just displace. Displace to harbingers to pawn and lighthouse by lighthouses. Yeah, okay. Didn't need to think through too much. Or festivals. Yeah. You should demand for style points. Nope, does not demand the pawn. Style point. Yep. Long one. 14 turns. Long. I wonder how the simple deck fares against that. It obviously doesn't have to pile out, and it doesn't make the pile outs that likely, but it might be a nice little golden kind of deck. Guildhall Amulet. I mean, it's something. There's City for draw later on, and Hunting Ground. There's, yeah, Hunting Ground's stuff looks good. I mean, I'm definitely opening Amulet, probably double Amulet, I think. I think double Amulet makes the most sense. And then I'm picking up some pawns and eventually City and Hunting Ground. But I think double Amulet's true. Yeah, probably Guildhall is my first 5. But it's not like Amulet. Guildhall is like an entire engine by itself. Yeah, I think you get the Guildhall around the time you're starting to gain silvers, but you're still going to go and get the draw because you need to play the Amulets consistently. It's not like Amulet Guildhall is like Beggar Guildhall or something where you don't do anything else. Yeah, Duplicate gives you a lot of cities and hunting grounds. I could see it happening. I could see it for sure. It does compete for action space with the amulets. And so then maybe you get a city first and then, yeah. Yeah, I mean, just all VP doesn't necessarily favor. Okay, they're good. They both go double amulet. Dan is unlucky and does not see an amulet. Artificer mistake. Artificer, I could see, I guess, but you want to get draw first. Yeah, this is rough for Dan. Yeah, Armory also top X Mystic. Okay, so Honda trashes all his estates. Meanwhile, Dan trashes one of his estates. It's a pretty rough start to Dan's 4th game when he's already down 3-0. Okay, so they both hit 5, which I think should be Guildhall first. That's a copper on top of Dan's deck. In terms of Honda's turn here, he has one amulet down there. He could just trash and take his chances with a card coin. But I feel like since I'm ahead, I don't want to be doing that. I probably just want to take a coin and card action. Okay, that's what he does. He draws a copper, gets the Guildhall, and now he's off to the races. Well, he drew both amulets together, so that's unfortunate, but fine. Okay, Dan, card coin. Could also be card buy. It doesn't matter. You're hitting 5, you're taking Guildhall. I guess you could buy a copper. Card action doesn't. Well, it doesn't matter. You don't have an action down there. And I think you also want Guildhall. Steph, what did you want? A silver city? Dan, take the city. Balling, I don't like the ball. I do not like the ball. Just gain a silver. And use the coppers to get a city. Ball is a little bit too much. Like just for 2 silvers. Card. Still going card action. Yeah. You could go for the honey grounds now. Yeah. Probably pairs it with the city. Ooh, draws the city. Unfortunate. Until I have a honey ground, for sure. Honda is going a pure guild hall strategy. I don't like that. But I do like guild hall, but he is going for the amulet guild hall. Or Dan is getting pretty bad draws, but is there another amulet down there? Yeah, there's no amulet down there. So that's a copper on bottom. You go card coin, you get another city or an artifact. No, it's a pawn. Never mind. Maybe you try to get lucky and try to find your city. Okay. Top tick the city. Like, what's the point of our artificer? There's when you don't have draw. Once you have a draw card, then it's good. All right, here we go. So, yeah, it's a peddler. Okay, gaining a pawn is really not that exciting. Like, this is when I want guild hall. When the amulet's gaining silvers. Okay, just top decking a city. Yeah. I mean, I said I liked the engine here, but I thought the engine wanted guild hall. Dan's draws have been pretty awful, so I don't know how much that is. His fault versus draws, but okay, takes the silver. Okay, Dan can draw another hunting ground. He should, yes. Okay, this is going a lot better for Dan. Yeah, I want 6 pawns too. I guess, could he have taken them all at one in this turn? We want 6 pawns to activate the city. But yeah. Yeah, Honda might just be able to keep provincing through these 8 provinces. Yeah, it's not that high priority. I mean, you want to be able to start to get the other stuff. Takes a coin. Ooh, if Dan doesn't find a city, he goes. Okay, good. Artificer is bottom decked. I would amulet gain a silver before doing the artificer stuff. takes another artificer. So I think Honda will fail to province next turn. I think he just doesn't have that many. Okay, I think you don't discard here and you just take pawn for buy. A lot of trashing. Dan can win here on fairgrounds. That's the line. But Honda could get to all the provinces first. I feel like this should be double ball. I think if you're going ball, you go double ball. Because then you only have to. The nice thing about double ball is that the -1 token only counts once. But I can see how you do want more other things. Okay, so Honda doesn't hit province here. I'm guessing he takes ball for 2 silvers. But I could also see the gold. Yeah, I'm not sure I like all those cities from Dan because they're not activated, just villages. He's not even using the extra actions, but he doesn't want to, of course. Ball for 2 silvers, yes, it costs them the -1, but it gives them 2 coffers. The gold costs them, but it gives them. Another artificer. I honestly would gain pawn, yeah. Card buy. Oh. Doesn't want the possibility of top decking activity? Takes the duplicate. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so Honda gets another province. Hunting ground. Artificer. Ooh. I think just another hunting grounds. I could be wrong. Yeah. Good draw. He has 1 more hunting grounds down there. There it is. It's you know, you might want to actually get a duplicate on the map before doing an artificer here. Or you could just artificer for. There's a lot of points. Honda could be looking at 3 turns from provincing though, finishing provinces though. He could also have. I expect he's looking at 4 turns from provincing. And Dan has this turn and 3 more turns. I expect on average. I think I'm in agreement, Jane. The early draws were terrible for Dan. Not quite golden sombrero, but pretty bad. Okay, there's an amulet. There's a remote pawn. 1 pawn. Amulet pawn, duplicate, silver. He's going for more draw. But he's not going to find those duplicates. gotta just keep card action now. Double city and pawn. Yeah, I mean, okay, Honda seeing that amulet up top. If it is the top, I'm not entirely sure if it is. Okay, wait to play more cities until you could. Well, okay, maybe play one more because you want to find. Ooh, this is tempting. Take a city, duplicate it. Yes, there you go. Now city, hunting grounds. Okay, sweet. Draw. I think you want more duplicate. I could definitely see an emptying pawn, giving you. Okay, yeah, get that duplicate on the mat and start artificering. Wait, how does Honda do 4 pawns? Oh yeah. Well, yeah. I don't. You don't want empty duplicates. That's a little much. You get some duplicates. Yes, like that. I like that. Yeah, you don't empty a pile because, like, yeah, sure, the coins buy would be nice, but it's not that much now. More duplicate. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I like all. Action coin. You get the duplicates on that. Action coin, action buy, action coin, duplicate. Or amulet. Amulet for coins. Okay, now, how many duplicates do you have? 3. I think this is when you need to start doing fairgrounds. And Honda hit 10. Gain a silver. Card action. Oh, he needs to do action buy. Well, okay, Dan, let's see it. Can you do it? Can you get enough fairgrounds and other random stuff? Okay, so how many different cards does Dan have? Amulet, and then the 6 different cards we see in hand. Like, he needs to get fairgrounds to 15. . how does he get fairgrounds to 15? Dan has 6 duplicates on the mat. Obviously, he can artificer for another duplicate, so then he can pile fairgrounds. But then what other cards does he need? Anyone count how many he has? I count 7 uniques right now. 8 with fairgrounds. So he needs 2 more uniques to get them to 4. To get them to 8, he needs 7 more uniques. Obviously, copper is easy, curse is easy. I don't know if I want to trash any of the hunting grounds. I think I want to keep drawing stuff. Like I want to use artificers. I prefer to use artificers. Yes, he underdrew by 1. That's true. But okay. He could probably Duchy Estate. Province Duchy Estate. Curse Copper. Fairgrounds. Silk Road. He's going to try to go duchies? Wait a minute. How is this good? I'm confused. Very confused. That was all of his duplicates. 24. Silk Roads. Okay, so he's got 8 cards. Silk Road is worth 2. Once he gets 4 Silk Roads, it'll be worth. It'll be worth 3. It'll be worth 3. So 4 Silk Roads will give him 12 more points. And then he needs the province. So 4 Silk Roads. Yeah, he can't have counted it out. He's gonna ball for some Silk Roads, a bunch of Silk Roads. Hey, he did get there. Yeah, the balls were good. Balls are a nice, cheap way to get a lot of Silk Roads. Hey, Fairgrounds, wasn't it? Silk Roads did it. Nicely found, Dan. Still going. It is 3-1 E.Honda's favor. And start. Ooh. So there's Falconer Hostelry Hunting Lodge. That's a classic combination from Menagerie. The idea is you gain a hostelry, discard your coppers, and play the hunting lodge. Salvager's nice trashing to go with that hunting lodge. But, and Farmer's Market is appearing money. What other things does Falconer debate on? Idle, of course, Villain, Farmer's Market. Yeah, a decent amount of stuff. So that feels like the engine to me. Yeah, you start Salvager. Yeah, you don't even really need to get the gold and get the encampments. Hunting Lodge is just nice enough draw as it is. Yeah, I think I'd go salvager fish farmers market, even though farmers market is kind of a weak open, given that the first play of it only gives you a copper and you're opening double terminal. But I don't think I want a silver in my deck that much. Maybe I can afford one. It helps you hit 5, helps you get the falconer and hunting lodge. Hunting lodge first, of course. But yeah. Trashing horses. I mean, I guess it's viable. It's something to do with your salvager after the estates are. I would probably still consider trashing hoppers to be the usual salvager play after you finish a state. But yeah, it's a three coin card, so it's okay. Okay, so Honda does go for a silver after considering for quite a while. Looks like Dan is going to use it. Yeah, I can see it. And hey, they both have 5 with this next open. I think that should be a hunting lodge. First, my second one is a falconer, but I could see them in the other order, especially if you don't have a farmer's market. Honda, unfortunately, does not hit 5 twice. Dan might. But he takes the falconer. Yeah, I can see the falconer. But I think I want the hunting lodge first still. Just, early game hunting lodge is all about it's like a guide, I just like the falconer doesn't really, I don't like it when there's not a village already. Because it just gains stuff that, I don't like the apprentice. You already have salvager. Ooh, encampment. That's spicy. Yeah, I just like apprentice. I mean, maybe apprentice is better at trashing coppers, but they both hit 5 and 4, so they are fighting. Yeah, I like it on the coppers just because it's not terminal, better than just this. Ruined village is better than ruined market. I don't know, that's not actually true, but if you're doing other things, just getting a non-terminality seems to be better than getting it back. But yeah, it's also like I want to be aiming for the hunting lodge. Well, Goddard also has the really nice ability to draw. Okay, so they are going hunting lodge here. I expect a hunting lodge from Dan as well, in which will not activate. So, I mean, Honda could gain a silver, and then I just don't like the encampment. I would rather have the hot 3. I do not like idols here in RTT. I guess Honda could just falconer for hostelry and discard 3. That could be the thing. He could also play the encampment and do something similar. Or he could play the encampment and then play something he can actually play, like a farmer's market or a salvager. Whatever would get him to 5 for hunting lodge. I don't see the idols. Like, if you have a hunting lodge deck, your payload is these actions that give you payload mid-turn, things like farmer's market, villain maybe, and salvager. But idle is payload that you can't play before discarding your hand. What do you want to play, J-Nails? You want to play the Royal Blacksmith? You want to really try to get those encampments going? I don't like the Royal Blacksmith. Like, the copper trashing is just pretty bad here, and there's a decent amount of D decks here. I mean, farmer's market also does score in a way that doesn't clog your deck, not its primary function, but Dan is going double apprentice. I do not see the double apprentice. Copper is bad, so you'll trash it, but like you're gonna trash it later than you'll trash the estate. So here as Honda, I would consider hostelry, of course. I would also consider a second salvager. The argument for hunting lodge here, I think it's pretty strong, and that argument is that you can draw stuff to deck and draw stuff in hand. Okay, he's going to do the salvager plus hostelries. But we're also going to actually get hunting lodges, and I don't think a second apprentice is really getting us anywhere closer to that. Like here, Dan has the choice of trashing a copper and just getting a 4. Looks like that's what he's going to do. And trashing a silver, and then what's he even doing? From Dan. Honda, I think, yeah, that makes sense. So here as Honda, I might falconer for hostelry, salvage it and buy another hunting lodge, but I don't know how much of this hostelry spinning I'm doing. Yeah, it's nice if you have a second hunting lodge in here. So that's why getting to a hunting lodge here is my priority. See, 4 horses is one thing, but I really just want another. Okay, seems like he's going to trash the hostelry, like I said. Okay, cool. He's going for that. But he wants a second foul. Ah, come on, man. We need hunting lodge. Now he finds the hunting lodges. Okay, so with 3 coppers top decked, I feel like you have to gain something like an encampment or something. Maybe a hostelry is good enough, but like, well, what are these falconers even doing? But what? Yeah, you just top deck 3 coppers. No, it's not. You would gain. Okay, keep in mind that top card is a copper. I think I'm trashing my silver here. So I'm taking. He's going to keep trashing his hostelries. At least he's buying hunting lodge, but I think I'd rather cycle there. Yeah, he has 1 hunting lodge. I want more hunting lodge. I do want falconers, but okay, Dan is clearly going for some kind of encampment thing, but why is he not buying encampment? Like, yeah, you have a silver in hand. Just play your other silver, buy the encampment with the gold. Alrighty. Oh, and he even finds the encampment. Cool. Okay, so Honda is able to not find his hunting lodges. There it is. Okay. So now we falconer for a farmer's market. No, well, first farmer's market, and then you can react with the other falconer. And then I just salvage silver. That silver's been waiting to be salvaged for a while. You save an action with a double falcon if you take a farmer's market and a hostelry. And then I guess you would still not play the farmer's market yet. You would still salvage here. But yeah, you need to be starting it on. Yeah, you want farmer's market. It's payload. It's disappearing money. It's great. That's the strategy. This is why you're doing this. You trash silver. Trash silver. Oh, don't like that. Don't like that. Don't like that. Yeah, the first one to trigger the second one is what I was saying. I thought he would trash silver too. I am surprised as well. 3, 4, 8. Yeah, so if he trashes horse here, he hits double Hunting Lodge. That's good. What are you talking about, RTT? Doing a lot more than Dan. I think double H shell. Yes. Ooh, don't like it. Don't like it at all. Don't like it at all. See, what does Falconer do for you here? Okay, Dan is trashing his second apprentice before he ever played it. Why would you pivot to not DTX? You haven't even added the DTX payload. You've gotten 1 farm, 0 villain. Why would you pivot to not DTX? It's so good. Why don't you want to keep on to it? So, yeah, like, Hunting Lodge is a great example of draw detect here. It's very nice because it's a village, which lets you take that terminal payload. It also discards, which lets you get past like green later on. And Dan gets a hostelry. And he gets his first falconer. Oh man, it saves Honda's turn. Honda is saved for a bit. Aha, he is. Salvage silver already, please, please salvage the silver. Well, stop trashing those coppers. Stop trashing the coppers, Honda. Yeah, still discard. Or you could play Falconer first, I guess. Falconer on, yeah. It's not spinning, guys. It's actually doing things. I mean, this turn all he's doing is trashing coppers, but yeah, discard here, discard. Watchtower is a obviously much worse draw to X card because all it's doing is drawing. Discard this, got another Falconer. Now play the horse and Falconer react with Falconer. Not that it matters, you don't need the village. But take those 2 farmer's market things. Yeah, Watchtower is indeed a worse example. All right, so now you have 14. See, this is a great turn. I don't know what you're hoping to do that's better than this. You just gained 2 farmers markets, trashed 2 coppers, got 14 coins, and you're thinking that an encampment royal blacksmith thing beat this? This turn is emblematic of what you're going to be able to do. Yeah, the tough thing about villain is you can't falconer it. But that's okay. Dan loses an encampment, uses up a horse. That hostelry might be salvaged, but the extra quarter chance of saving an encampment might be worth it. You could also falconer take an encampment and just buy like a plunder. But I think you take a 2/3 chance. We'll top deck some horses or salvage them, either way. Okay, so E.Honda's turn, trashed 2 coppers, gained 2 farmers markets, had 14 coins. Dan's turn, at best, is going to agree that Dan will be taking encampment makes sense to save this turn. Unfortunately, insufficient hunting lodge. But this is why you should be trashing that. Well, I guess you can trash copper and just buy another hunting lodge. Yeah, it's my turn. 4 points. Buy a hunting lodge. Trash copper. I don't really see it because Honda has 2 salvagers. We're just looking at Dan still having 5 coppers. Yeah, a lot of stuff is counted by hunting lodge. If I'm Dan, I'm salvaging this hostelry, and I'm apprenticing a copper and falconering for, I don't know, encampment. Farmers market? Well, you do the farmers market first if that's the case. Trashed 1 for the other. Farmers markets. I like how that falconer goes like onto Dan's pile, like, ha, I'm coming in. But it didn't matter. The hostelry. He's happy with his turn, which is pretty good turn, for sure. He's behind because of the poor decisions earlier. Yeah. But so salvage copper, farmers market. Discard. Especially because, yeah, you can use these. Two of them. You could gain a hostelry actually with that second one. Yep. Oh, hey, there's your other hunting lodge. Okay, don't discard yet. Play that. Hunting lodge, discard. Farmer's market. Falconer for hostelry. Unless you have an instant win. So think about salvaging Falconer, if that would win for you. I don't think it does. The win is on Thunders, I assume? What is his last card? Yeah, that's a good question. I think it's still a copper. I think 1 copper left. What did he discard earlier in the turn? Hunting lodge, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, maybe it is a hunting lodge. Oh, that would be great. Oh. But you still gain the hostelry. Discard the silver then. If it's a hunting lodge, yeah. Or don't. Yeah, don't. Think about salvaging the hunting lodge if that would give you enough. So the farmers markets give you 3 and 4. Or 4 and salvaging hostelry. Okay. So obviously he has the points. 13, 12, or 14. I mean, this all should be very clearly win. He's already up 2 provinces on farmers market points. I did like salvaging a hostelry, but salvaging a copper is reasonable too. Or salvaging silver. Depends. Does he want 12? Does he want 13? Does he want 14? I'm thinking 12 is good enough. Okay, province hunting lodge. I like that. I like that. Now, if Dan tries to gain that last farmer's market, well, obviously the leftovers piles way too much. Okay, Dan sees almost all of his draw. Yeah, you should easily win a Honda. Primus on salvager. So now what, Dan? You can play 6 actions based on stuff you gain on Falconer. Farmer's market is in the worst possible position. Yes, gaining salvager seems correct. Salvaging hostelry, that's the best you can do. Take another salvager, okay. And just buy double province. Don't activate those farmers markets any better. I'm definitely tempted to salvage the Falconer here, but I could see Falconer for salvage province for sure. Falconer for farmers market, or Falconer for hostelry first. Yeah, salvage the province for sure. Oh, it activated the. Oh, he's just gonna discard it all. Don't love that, but it's okay. Falconer for hostelry. Hostelry. Yeah. I mean, he's already 10 money. Salvage the Falconer. I mean, that's hand. Hunting Lodge. Strata X was correct there, I think. So yeah, good play on E.Honda's part. That was interesting. There were a couple, maybe 2 or 3 games where they weren't mirrored. Provided some interesting comparison to the interesting comparison of strategy. Dan, of course, pulled off that epic engine with the Silk Roads. E.Honda was on 7 provinces, and Dan scored a ton all in one turn. That was a lot of fun. This one was fun, seeing the Strata X with Hunting Lodge and Farmers Market work out really well. And yeah, then there was a lot of strong play on both sides. So congratulations to E.Honda, and take care, everyone.